Hello, my name is Matthew Benoit. I'm a U.S. soldier stationed in Arlington, Virginia. Today I'll be discussing the current outbreak of the coronavirus, or COVID-19. What's going on in the world right now is that there is a widespread outbreak of a very infectious virus that has spread across the world. There have been several measures taken to help prevent this, one of which has been something they've done called self quarantine, which means if you're feeling ill, you go seek medical aid immediately. Other than that, you should stay home or near your residence to help prevent you catching it or spreading it. Because of this, I've been unable to reach an audience to help me in my speech today, so I'll can carry on as if they are here. Now, the CDC has taken several measures to help prevent this spread, and they've been putting out messages such as general hygiene, hand washing, and something called social distancing, which means that people should stay 6 feet away from each other while this virus is being worked on being contained. What we're doing in the army is with soldiers, we are keeping them. We still have to, as a military, we still have to stay active, and we've been putting up quarantine tents and making sure that any soldier who has been infected to is immediately quarantined, help spread this virus, to help prevent the spread of this virus. Also, any travel outside the United States has been temporarily postponed until a further date until this virus is contained. So there are no more PCSing, which means no change of duty station or leaving the country for leave or trainings at this time. While people are being self quarantined, they are still allowed to leave their homes. But that said, too, businesses are being closed that have a higher higher personnel working there too, between customers or employees. So one of the places that are seeing the biggest effect are the hospitality fields, like hotels or restaurants or things of that nature. So schools have been closed down and they've been forced to do social and distance learning, like online programs. Restaurants are closing down, and you can only go to them for carry out orders only. Now, because of this, it's actually causing a lot of the restaurants to actually let go of their staff, and it's causing a rise in unemployment rate because they cannot actually keep them working there. There's no money being brought in due to this outbreak. And this is becoming an issue both for the people who are being let go, but also our economy, as the economy is now actually in a position where it's beginning to slip, as no money is being put back in the economy at all. And this is a problem for us overall because even when we get out of this outbreak, we are going to have see issues trying to recover from our economy sliding. The stock market is being a slip. The Dow Jones actually gone down 3,000 points in the past month. So while we're trying to keep ourselves healthy, our economy is sliding. Now, what we're trying to do is actually stimulate the economy the best as we can. So banks are actually lowering their percentage rates on interest or in loans to help get people the idea to go out and get loans on like homes or cars or things of that nature. Um, this is actually not working like they want it to because people are actually not interested in purchasing homes or vehicles while they are pretty much fearing for their lives of sickness. Um, the economist James Bullard says that the potential for the unemployment rate by the second quarter could be upwards of 30% or more. So, one of the things that President Trump and his staff are trying to do is get a bill together, a bill of upwards of $1 trillion to help put money back in the American people's pockets to help them offset the cost of unemployment, but also help put money back into the economy. So these are some of the ways that we're helping alleviate some of the suffering and joblessness from the lack of work because of this virus. Another thing that's happening in our social lives too is that since the nature of this virus, it came from Wuhan, China. Now that's causing a certain level of racism among Chinese people, or towards Chinese people, I would say, and that their business is being affected too. So not just restaurants, but things like nail salons or other places that you would normally see Chinese-owned places are seeing just pretty much just loss of work due to the fact that they associate the virus from them directly, and that's actually becoming a problem. So that's one of the things that we need to work on to avoid alleviate suffering for these people as well, because they are no more responsible for it than we are for it here. The virus itself is pretty undetectable. You can travel with it with no symptoms, and by the time you've realized you've got them, you've already reached your destination and spread it to who knows how many more people. Now, with the restaurants closing or the bars or schools closing, we still need to keep the economy moving and stimulated. Now, while it's happening, all this is still a joint effort from the American people and the government to trying to get us back on our feet. So while the virus is being shut down, it's our job to help keep it from spreading, but also keep our economy from crashing. Because when we do get over through this, which we will get over this, we need to get back on our feet quickly and get us back to where we were. My name is Matthew Benoit, and this has been my speech. Thank you.